What's up, guys? New day here. So you guys, as I'm recording this, you guys, my last upload was the video talking about, you know, I'm going to upload a little bit less now. I'm still recording just about as much. Actually a little bit less, you know, because I'm not trying like so hard to make, you know, everything I do, you know, look interesting or whatever. I don't want to say like trying hard, but you know what I mean, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. But so the downfall with that is I have so many files, like, you know, I'll record stuff for video, and then when that video, you know, when I have all those clips done for that video, I'll put them on my computer, you know, that way I can delete them out of my phone or, you know, my camera and whatnot. I have like 70 icons on my desktop of just random, you know, clips for different videos I want to do. And I'm like, Jesus, man, I need to start like editing them quicker. That way they're just done and I can upload it instead of waiting. But, so today is Thursday, and I know in my one video I said I'm buying something really big and exciting or whatever, you know, something that you guys are, I think, are really gonna like. This is not that, but it is something pretty big. It is a like racing simulator setup kind of thing. So I found this guy, he's got, and then there's obviously they just like clamp onto your computer desk and you play right there at your monitor, which is sweet, don't get me wrong, that's awesome. But that desk I got, you know, that you've seen me talk about, it's not that sturdy. Like, I guess these wheels have like really strong force feedback, so you want something that's, you know, gonna actually be able to support that. So you can buy these stands, which makes it more like a car, where the wheels, you know, up here, and then it's got like a mount for your pedals and stuff like that. So everything's mounted, you know, on this solid stand, which is cool, which I like. And they're about $275, maybe $300 for a really good one. Of course, you can find them used cheaper. You can find them used, you know, more expensive. You know, it's just kind of you get what you pay for type of deal. But that's just a stand for it. That's not like a chair or anything. You just use your computer chair or your couch or whatever. Then they make ones that are, it's like the interior of a car, like the way I'm sitting right now. Like there's a car seat, and then there's like, you know, the pedals up front, and then the wheel, and it's, you know, like being in a car. The seat slides forward and back and stuff, and it's really awesome. That's the setup I really want. Those are much more expensive to start out with. The cheapest I've seen them going used for is like $300 or $400 for like a really used, you know, kind of, you know, I'd rather spend a little bit more money and get something newer, you know, kind of set up. But I found a guy, he's got, and the thing is, when these things go up for sale on like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or something, 9 times out of 10, like they're sold that day or the next day. Like, and then there was a guy who had that wheel and shifter set up on one of those chassis, you know, with like the chair and all that, like I want. But he wanted $1,000 for it. I'm like, dude, I can buy it essentially almost new and put it together myself for about that price. And plus, that thing is loud. I was like, I can put it, you know, buy most of this almost or new and put it together myself at that price point. Like, it's too much, you know, it's $1,000, no way. And he's like, I'd probably come down to 900. I'm like, I was like, I'll have to pass. You know, cool guy though, you know, responded really quick. So another one popped up the day after that, which was yesterday, I believe. And he is in, I forget what the hell the town is called, but it's like 35 minutes north of me. He's got a better, like, all-black chair that I like. Not like the other guy had, it was like a Red Bull themed, weird-looking setup. I'm like, and, you know, he's fairly close. I'm like, dude, sweet, you know, so got all this for pretty much, like, the price of what I could barely find the wheel and pedals for. Said it's in perfect condition, everything works great. He just doesn't ever use it, you know, bought it, set it up, played a few hours on it, and just, you know, kind of just never really took off in the hobby, I guess. Alright guys, so next time you see me, I will be on my way home with, I hope it fits in here. That's what I was.
Police reported ahead.
I'm like, I got a 2019 Honda Accord. I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, it should fit, you know, we'll fold the seats down and I guess the seat can come off. I'm like, should be alright. Hopefully. We'll see. Pretty much up in Detroit. I don't know exactly what this area is now, but just met the guy. Super cool. Really appreciated it. I forgot to bring my mask, like a dipshit. Got like halfway here and I was like, oh, son of a bitch. But he messaged me. He's like, yeah. He's like, I got it, sitting out in my driveway. I wiped everything down with like the Clorox wipes or whatever. I got my mask on. I was like, oh man, I appreciate that. I was like, I feel like a jackass. I got halfway here, realized I left mine at home. But yeah, so super cool guys, super easy transaction, but nice little area up here, man. They got all these like townhouses they're building. It's crazy though. I came up here to like look at cars and obviously, a lot of like Facebook Marketplace deals and whatnot. Usually I always deal with some cool people. Sometimes it's some sketchy, weird stuff, but the junk, God, I'm choking on the smell of weed right now. The big junkyard I come to is up here, but it's been closed for like, not because of the Corona stuff, it was closed for a few months before that. So that's annoying, but so I'm like decently familiar with the area, but yeah, that guy was really cool, really smooth transaction. I'm so, like, he's got the box for everything and everything, like. And they got a Meijer right here. I have never seen a Meijer, like, our Meijer is not even as busy as theirs. I can't turn the camera really. Our Meijer's is not even as busy as theirs on Black Friday. It's crazy too on these highways. It's 5:30 right now. On a normal, not coronavirus day, this would be bumper to bumper, like probably going 30-40 miles an hour, like insanely backed up. Oh shit. I don't know how the fuck I didn't just get pulled over. Oh man. So the thing is with me, like, obviously you guys know I'm driving right now and I am, recording on my phone. Right now I've got it, like, I've got two different mounts, but that clip I was just showing, like, I hold it with my hand. But when I'm doing that, like, my hand is resting on the armrest and I'm literally, like, just holding it. I'm not, like, looking at it or playing with it. I just know, like, I know where the record button is, so I literally just hold it like this. As soon as I pulled it back up, I was talking about that bridge. I'm like, holy crap, that bridge, that's like, just got a bunch of storage stuff on it. Like, I've never seen that before. State cop just sitting right there.
Hazard reported ahead.
Totally speeding. I mean, but granted, like, everybody around me is also doing the same speed limit. Like, I wasn't going faster than anybody around me. Oh man, I tensed up so quick. But here's I always love seeing like the skyline of Detroit though, like in this area. Again, I am looking at the road, by the way. I'm not even looking at my phone. It's always really cool. I love to fly my drone around here. I don't know the legal limits because there's all these like Ford Field and stuff right here. And a lot of those you are not allowed to fly around. Like, there's a no-fly zone. So I don't know how it would work, but it would be a really cool video for sure. Maybe one day soon. Totally went the wrong way. But I guess you get to see more scenery and whatever. Back on the right track here. stopping at intersections in Detroit makes me so uncomfortable because there's so many like beggars out. And I hate to say that, you know, because it is super unfortunate. You know, it does make me sad. You know, I don't want to see anybody out like that. But at the same time, like there has been in Monroe so many who have been caught, you know, lying and just trying to make a quick buck. And that's just, you know, it's crap like that. That's just like, you know, I don't want to, you know, ever give them money because unfortunately half of them are out here lying. You know, they look homeless and, you know, they're wearing a dirty blanket to cover them and stuff like that, but then they go and get in a $30,000 car. Back on 75, which takes me all the way home, but this cool thing a lot of people don't get to see, the bridge to Canada right here. To this whole crazy junction, like there's 30 different roads and overpasses and stuff right here. But we got the Ambassador Bridge. It's just everything around here is under construction. Oh, I think this is that bridge that collapsed. Yeah, it must be. But yeah, like everything around here is just under construction, and I'll show you guys going over the big bridge on 75. It's, I don't know if I'll be able to get too much over it because they got a stupid barrier around it, but my car is kind of low. But if I can, it's usually a cool sight to see. It shows you a lot of stuff. So we're going up the bridge right now. You can't really tell, but hopefully you guys will get to see. Pretty steep bridge for a highway though, like yeah, you guys can't really see too much. Got all this industrial stuff over here though. This is already pretty much like the outskirts of Detroit. We're getting closer to like Taylor now. Here it is. I'm assuming that guy had dogs or something, or cats. Hey, get down. They are so interested in this thing, but you got a legit car seat here. Like it reclines, it slides up and down and everything. Got the wheel, the shifter. So the shifter just kind of like clamps on. It's really cool. It's got a sequential plate too, so you can just like, you know, shift like up and down instead of like, you know, a shifter like this, if you guys don't know what that is. I do want to get the emergency brake. That way, you know, like for drifting. But this thing is so cool. I haven't even got to play with it yet. It's going to be a while because there's a ton of cables. He just kind of had everything like wrapped around this. That would drive me nuts. I got to have really good cable management. I like my cables to be nice and like, you know, tied up and stuff like that. So I got to go bust out the zip ties, get this thing cable managed, and then probably just going to play it right here on the big TV. But man, you guys, I'm so excited. All right, so I got this thing wired, cable managed, I guess. And I'm really bad at it. Like, holy crap. So I don't really have a good setup right now. Like I've got, you know, the wheel, the shifter, the pedals, and the seat. But like monitor wise, I'm just using that like old, you know, 32, well not old, but you know what I mean? Like not HD 32-inch TV that I had on my old desk. And like, it's awesome. It's so much, like, it feels so different, you know, like, it feels like you're actually driving, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but, you know, so much different than when you're playing with a controller. But I'm horrible. Like, I keep spinning out. Like, I think I gotta, like, adjust the sensitivity and stuff because, like, I move the wheel, like, this much either way, and it's like, you know, the car just wants to go, like, straight left or right. So I think that's like the biggest, not issue, because I mean I gotta like adjust it all, but I think that's like the biggest problem. Like, but the force feedback is awesome, and it kind of like vibrates too, so you almost feel it through like the whole, you know, the seat and everything. So it feels like super realistic. It's awesome. Like, you got to use, well, I've got it set up right now to where you got to use the clutch to shift and all that stuff. So it's super cool. Dogs are freaking out still. But please don't mind the mess. It's so unorganized right now. It is not staying here. It's just right now it's got to be plugged into my computer to work. So obviously I got to be pretty much right here. But you got the seat, and of course it slides forward and backwards. You got the wheel. The wheel itself has paddle shifters. You've got the shifter there. It's a gated shifter, which is really cool. Obviously the pedals, and then I've got this TV just like literally it's balancing on here because the table's not wide enough for it. Plus it's kind of like the way it's set up right now. I need like a little table right here, or, you know, over here where I can have like a little mouse or keypad because, you know, I got the computer up here and then this plugged in, so it's like an extension of the desktop, so the game's running on this. So I've got my controller where I can, like, you know, do like menu stuff, and the controller does it, or the wheel does it, but it's not that like fluid, I guess, how you can do it, because I gotta like keep looking down. I'm like, okay, here's this button, here's this button. So it's nice to have the controller around, but I need to like tweak settings, which sucks because I gotta like get the mouse way over here, which I guess isn't too bad, but slide the seat up a little bit. I wish this, I think it actually would, I just gotta like take it off and adjust. I wish the wheel was just a little bit higher, because it's just kind of in an awkward spot, but everything else like is super customizable. The seat, the shifter, I can go up and down, back and forth, pedals, you know, all that stuff. But I can go over here. Okay, so I think on the game, there's just like, I gotta, yeah, it's the dead zone inside. So basically right now, like turning it like, hopefully you guys can see, maybe that's a better angle. Terrible angles, whatever. Basically like moving it like this far right now, like fully just, you know, like is like the equivalent of going like this, you know, like if you're steering in the game. So obviously like when you got like a full wheel, you want to, you know, have to turn the whole thing. And so I gotta play with these steering. Oh, see, yeah, that's, now I'm having to turn this much before the car even slightly starts turning, but that's a lot, even though like that's way too much, that's a lot better though. Oh yeah, way too much. But I got the game on silent, you guys can actually like hear this thing, you know, kind of fight me. But wow, just those few settings, like I gotta turn way too much now, but man, does that feel like night and day. Bear with me here. Whoop, I missed a gear. Whoa, nope. Hello? I still got this thing too sensitive. I went to go turn on my blinker. Whoops. I wish it would get me out of I'm in like a town or area or something that's everyone's driving on the opposite side, and that throws me off too. I don't know why I'm in like free roam or something. I'm in like Britain. There's some donuts. It's really trippy though. Like I literally, when I went to turn, I went to go like this to flick my blinker on. Like I can't imagine having, like like right now the way it's set up. God, I wish this stupid music would mute so I won't get copyrighted in the video. I've got the music all the way down. I don't know, but anyways, yeah though. So the way I've got it set up right now is I've got just this little TV that's kind of like lower. Like honestly, it's right above the pedals, which it works. It's a freaking awesome setup. Like don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love it like this. But my goal is to buy. There's like it's really cheap. It's like a monitor stand, but it's got 3 mounts, so you can put. I'll just get 3 TVs because they're way cheaper than monitors. So I want that little stand because that stand will put the screens like basically right here. Where it's like where a real dashboard would be. Like your windshield or whatever. And then, you have like screens that go from like your sides right here and then the front. So you're like essentially like in almost like a VR thing without wearing the VR. I might modify this a little bit to put the wheel up a little bit higher because just the way where I'm at with the pedals, I would actually like the wheel. Okay, so that's all the way down. So yeah, so you guys can see the wheel, like it comes up. But it's like, it's got to be way closer to you, which kind of sucks. But it's really no big deal. This is a little bit like, kind of, I don't want to say like grainy or pixelated, but like, you can definitely tell it's 720 instead of 1080. Even though it still looks amazing, don't get me wrong. I think I'll go with 3 1080 TVs though. I guess really just depending on what they have. Like I'm not gonna lie to you and say I wouldn't be happy with 3 of these, but I feel like being, having it probably almost 2 foot closer, it'll be really apparent that it's not HD. So maybe I will, and I say this like I'm gonna do it right now. This is probably won't get that set up until the room is done or almost done because having this downstairs right now takes up so much room and it just looks so cluttered and unorganized. Shelby's at work. She hasn't seen it yet. She knows that I've been wanting one, obviously, because we were going to take the road trip, but she didn't know that I went and picked one up today. So she won't be mad though. She'll probably be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did that." But when she actually like sits on it and plays it, I know she's gonna. Ooh, God, I keep missing gears. When she actually sits down and plays it, I think she's gonna probably want to play it more than I do. But I'm just playing Forza 4 right now, which is really awesome, like awesome graphics. But I don't have like anything unlocked because I just downloaded it. If this is something you want to get into, you don't need a computer. You can buy these. This wheel works. This one specifically is the PS3 and PS4 version. You would obviously have to buy, the one corresponding to what console you got, like PS3, PS4, or Xbox One or Xbox 360. But either version works with PC. So like, the guy had this one, it's for PS4 and PS3, but it works with PC. If you get the Xbox One, it works with Xbox, also PC. So that's something to think about. Ooh, ooh. Oh, almost a perfect drift. Damn it. And then I tried again and I ruined it. I was kind of thinking about, because I've had a few people ask me if I was going to start like a gaming channel, like I could do like streaming and stuff. I have definitely thought about it, but basically the thing holding me back right now is, I want that room to be done. I want all this up there. I don't have to like shuffle stuff around to be able to do anything. And up there I could have like a cool backdrop behind me and, stuff like that. So it is something that I'm definitely interested in. To be honest with you, I have no idea how it works. Like, I have no idea how you show, you know, like how I show myself playing while also sharing the screen and stuff, and, you know, getting the headset audio and stuff. So it's definitely up in the air. I am interested in it. It is a possibility, but you know, I guess we'll see when I get to that point how it works out. Give it a shot. I would obviously do that on like a separate channel, but yeah. Though, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are staying safe, all that good stuff like usual, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh shit. Nope. Tree.